What's up YouTube? It's back again with Slamming Gears. And today we're going to be doing a show us what you got video. This is going to be a series in the channel. I'm going to start off with my car, tell you guys everything that's on the car, explain everything, show you the numbers I made on the dyno. I might put a dyno clip of my car on the dyno if I could find it on my phone. I will put it, if not I couldn't find it. I'm also going to be showing you what's in my room that's going on the car in the coming weeks, and what I'm going to buy on till tune day to actually be totally prepared for my second round of tuning. It's not going at E85 yet. I'm going to do full 93 bolt-on, ported manifold, better coil packs, 3-inch intakes, all that, and then third round would be E85, so injectors and fuel pump. I'm going to show you guys in my room right now what I've got to put on the car, and then we're going to go outside and we're going to go take a look at the car. I'm going to show you everything you guys got. And let's start off by showing what just got in the mail today. We got some little carbon fiber trim for the front bumper. It's like an air duct. I'm going to put it right in front of the intakes. Hopefully it gets more air flowing through there, more power, because when I do tune it, we tune them with the bumpers off. So I'm thinking when you put the bumper back on, you're not making the same power, it's not getting that same airflow. There is like a blower that they use to force air into the radiator, and it's hitting the intakes as well, so it's kind of forcing more air into the car, so it does make more power in the dyno. So this should help make the same power, if the same power, lose a little less power once you put the bumper back on. Because the cold air intakes for the VQ37s and HRs go right behind the front bumper, which is cold air. It's not in the engine bay, but it does restrict, I think it does restrict the airflow a little bit because there's no really air getting there. It is cold air though. It does make more power with them on than if I had the stock air boxes. So that is good, but that's going to help out those air ducts. I got a ported manifold. Let's see, I do got a ported manifold right here. Throttle bodies are ported, the throttle bodies inlets, and then the runners on the bottom are ported. Got it from Z1, and then I ported it a little more myself with some sandpaper and a Dremel. So not too much, but I smoothed it out because it comes a little rough from Z1. They did a good job porting it. They didn't port it too crazy, but I went the extra mile and ported a little extra so I can make a little more power. I did see some dyno sheets on. It's 2 to 3 horsepower, if that, maybe even less, maybe 1 to 2 horsepower. But hopefully, since I ported just a little more, I do get that 2 to 3. That does a big difference. Those air ducts, hopefully, the air ducts are not going to make power. It's going to help keep the power that it makes on the dyno. And then the biggest thing, which I'm grabbing right out of my closet, is 3-inch intakes. These are from my guys at Miami Z Parts. If you're in the Miami Cutler Bay area, they are specialty with Z's. They're amazing with them, and G's and GTRs. I'm not sure about GTRs, but VQs for sure. They make their own branded 3-inch intakes, own filters, and the tuner there is Victor. He's not my tuner, but he does a really good job there at Miami Z Parts. He makes his own coolant reservoir catch can. Look, it doesn't look like the admin tuning one, but it's kind of the same thing. Awesome quality intakes. I love them. He gives you the clamps, everything, filters, couplers that you need for the throttle body. So 3-inch to 2.5. So that's awesome. I have a lot of stuff in here with my car. Let's start going outside, and let's start with the video. Show us what you got. It's gonna be a series in the channel. I'm gonna start with my car. My friend Chris is building his Evo, so once it's done, we're probably gonna do that. My other friend has a Supra. We're gonna do that. There's a lot of big things coming to this channel, so just stay stoked and keep watching my videos so you guys see more. All right, let's go outside and let's look at the Z. So we are going to my car. It's my year ago when he got his license. We bought him a Bronco and then we repainted it. It already had a lift kit with 35s on him, so it was a clean for the price we got it. That's the Z. Something happened on the highway that I wasn't too happy for. I don't know if you guys can see it, but a brick fell off a truck and destroyed my back muffler, my little fart cannon back there. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a big dent. Let's see. You guys could kind of see it right here. It's dented. The car doesn't feel any slower. That's like the back portion of the exhaust. If it happened like at the test pipes, then yeah, I would have lost power, but nothing too crazy. I am getting either a Tomei, or they do make a version of my exhaust but titanium. I am going with titanium. So yeah, wheel fitment on point. Now let's look at the engine bay and let's start talking about the Z. Show us what everything's on it. Alright guys, let's get this thing open. Just a little interior shot. I don't have any interior trims, any interior mods I've done in the car. The only thing I've done was the shift knob from Z1. It says Fairlady Z right here on the side. And 1 through 6 and reverse. The seats, I got some cheap seats. They were lighter. And the back is completely gutted. So a little weight reduction. I think I lost like 102 pounds back there, counting the jack, spare tire, all the plastic trim that was back there, sound deadening, all that stuff. And yeah, that's the only interior mod I do have. I do want to get little carbon fiber accents here to make it look nicer on all this silver. And I think they make it for this black portion too. And I think for the top up here too, they do it carbon fiber, and then the little gauges up here. So that's gonna be pretty much all the carbon fiber I'll put on the car. And I think the mirrors I'm gonna do carbon fiber too, the little mirror caps. So let's pop the hood. I'm doing everything with one hand. It was raining here a little earlier today, so the car is a little wet right now. That's why I got to do the video. It stopped raining, so I had to do it quick. So this is the engine bay. The first mod I did on this car was, I believe, the exhaust. I did the white pipe back, so I did the mid resonator delete or whatever I had, and it turned it into a single exit. Then I did test pipes, so I still had the stock white pipe on, and then I did the white pipe. So I did the full exhaust, and then I did intakes, stuff like that. So I'm gonna start explaining everything. Still stock manifold on the car. Makes good power with it, stock throttle bodies. I got the Z1 2.5-inch long tube intakes. I don't know if you can see them, but the intakes are right there. So when I want to put the air ducts, I'm going to put them right here where the intakes are. Get that awesome airflow there, get that colder air. Then I have the EPS tuning open breather kits. This is the Pcv valve, this one down here, that one right here, and this one right here. It plugs the intake side and one of the valve cover sides, so you don't have oil going back into the intake. You don't lose power, you don't make power from this mod. What it does is it doesn't let oil into the gas that's coming in the motor. It lowers the octane, so you do make less power. If that's happening, that's blocked off, so your potential of making more power is there. You're not making power. That's the open breather kit, so all the excess oil, all that excess, I guess, airy oil gets caught up in here into the filter, absorbed. I do gotta clean my engine bay a little bit, it's a little dirty. Got that Z1 Motorsport sticker. I buy a lot of my products from Z1. Shout out Z1. Make really good stuff. They did come out with their own 3-inch intake. It's a little pricey, but you know, if you have the money, it does bring velocity stacks, carbon fiber instead of polished aluminum. And yeah, their filters that they have on are kind of like velocity stacks, but they're not. They don't have a, I guess, an inverted cone in the hole up top. It's an enclosed velocity stack. The oil I run in the car is Redline 5W30. Redline's good oil. What can I say? I used to use Mobile 1, then I switched to Redline. A lot better for the car. So we got the intakes. We got the EPS tuning open breather kit. Another mod I did, which I believe every 370 should do, and G37, is right there. It's black, you hardly can see it, but let's see if you guys can see it. I do have an oil cooler on the car. It's a 19 row oil cooler. So it goes to there, run the lines all the way there onto the sandwich plate, which is in the bottom right next to the oil filter. Actually, the oil filter goes on the sandwich plate, so it cools the oil. It does a really good job. 19 row is pretty much all you need for an NA car. For a boosted car, I would go to 25 or a 34 row oil cooler. Z1 has all that. I picked their 19 row oil cooler, and I picked their set rab core. They do have a, I don't know how to pronounce it, Mawcool or Mulcool core. It's a little cheaper. I went with the set rab, better quality, and it cools it amazing. 3-inch intakes are to go here. I got in wrinkle black. I'm pretty sure it's the only color you could get from them, wrinkle black, but it's nice, clean, very sleek, instead of the gold reflector tape, which I'm kind of getting old of. Every Z does it. I like the wrinkle black. And instead of having this silicone, it is gonna be another pipe. Just have a 6-inch silicone, and then all this is gonna be aluminum, wrinkled black also. Let's move to the back of the car. So my wheel setup for the back is 4-star D5 racing wheels. I do have a 40 mil spacer in the rear to make it flush. These are Mustang wheels, but they have to share the same bolt pattern as 370s. So I decided to do a little drag pack setup. It hooks really good. I have Continental Extreme Contact Sports on the car, 285/40 on the rears, and then 17x10 in the back. And then in the front, I have the same wheels, except I have 18x9, I believe, and then 255/40 18s. That's the, and I do have a 10 mil spacer to get that flush fitment on both sides. And then for the rear of the car, I plastic dipped the 370 badge and the Nissan badge. I do want to get rid of the Nissan badge and the other Nissan badge in the front and put a Z badge, and then debadge the 370 right here. I don't like how it looks. It'll make the car look a lot cleaner in the back. Don't know if I'm getting rid of the Nismo wing, put a little duckbill, not too sure. I do like the Nismo wing. All right, let's go to the exhaust. I have an ISR Performance single exit, ISR Performance white pipe, and also ISR Performance test pipes. Don't have headers. Maybe in the future I'll get headers. The gains are not really there for the price you're spending, but if I want to do that 4 to 5 extra horsepower for $800 to $900, eventually I'll do it. A little carbon fiber that I got from G Exhaust when they had to work on my exhaust. I had a little hole in it, and they gave me a complimentary carbon fiber tag cover, I guess, whatever it's called. That's pretty much everything on the car. The car makes 321 wheel horsepower on the dyno. It was a dyno jet, and 278 pound-feet of torque. The fastest I've done, I haven't raced it in the quarter mile, only in the 1/8 mile, because where I live in Miami, the closest track we have is Homestead Speedway. And what they do is every, I think it's like 2 Fridays of the month, they do a fast lane Friday. The pit crew of the pit lanes of the NASCAR, they close it down and they do it as a drag event, and they do an 1/8 mile. A little something on my car here. I gotta wash this thing. There you go. Get out of there. So they do an 1/8 mile there. The 1/8 mile, anything under 9 seconds is a pretty quick car. It's not fast, but it's quick. I did an 8.6 at, I forgot what mile per hour, but it was an 8.6. It was an 8.6. The fastest Z that's there does it at a 7.5. Shout out Miami Z Power. Not Miami Z Parts, 2 different people. Miami Z Power. Very fast 350Z HR. He's actually, I think, the fastest NA Z or G. Big ass truck coming in right now. The fastest Z or G in Miami, hands down. I think he pushes close to 400 to the wheels. All motor, not a VHR, it's an HR. I don't think it's an, I think it's an unopened motor. I'm not too sure. He does, I think he runs M5 gasoline, but he does make close to 400 wheel. He was tuned by Admin Tuning, shout out them. Very good tuner, Mossef. My tuner is Carlos. He tunes out of Ponzi Auto on Bird Road on kind of Kendo area. Very good tuner, very, very good. He made 321, 2.5-inch intakes. I know guys that don't even make 321. With the setup I have, they make 315, 312. It also depends on how healthy your motor is and all the tuning process. Interior, I do have little light tints on the, this was from previous owner. It's kind of peeling off on the side over here. Eventually I want to get 15%. I am working on to get a banner for slamming gears. It's going to be slamming gears right here, and then my IG handle, and then more stickers for you guys when I go to local car meets, so I can give them out for free. You guys get to spread the word. Damn, this car is dirty. I gotta clean this. The car has 102,000 miles, very healthy. Did a compression on check before I got the car tuned, and did I think 215 on all cylinders, which is very healthy motor. That's why I made the same power as motors with less miles on Z's and G's. So it's a very healthy car, very clean car. The only damage I do have on the car is, I guess the previous owner had it in a spot where the sun would always hit this panel, so it is faded. This is the only panel that's faded. I do want to get the car wrapped. It's either going to be Nardo gray, or I'll get the car repainted the same exact color. So I do like the silver from Nissan. Looks nice. Very, very nice. Let's see any more shots for you guys. So the car is very clean. I love the wheels I picked up. Oh, another thing, I forgot about the coilovers. Let's see if you guys can see it from this side. Can you? There you go. So I do have Raceland coilovers. They were $550, and for the money, the best coilovers I've ever had, rear and front. The best coilovers I've ever gotten for my car or for any of my builds for the price. Let's see if you can see it from this side. Right there, Raceland coilovers. A lot of people, they think it's not a good brand. Very good brand for the money. I've had not even one single problem with these. So for the best bang for your buck, Raceland coilovers. For my camber arms and toe arms, I have Z1 camber arms, Z1 toe arms on both sides. Very good adjustments for your toe and camber. So it's completely straight. I wanted to leave some camber in the front. It's better for turning. I didn't want it, so I didn't get the upper control arms to adjust that. Got a shot of the engine bay. Very, very clean engine, very, very clean car. And I got it for an amazing deal. I've always liked 370s, 350s, all the VQ platforms. So this car is a dream come true for me to get. I do want to black out my headlights. It looks a little 2000-ish with the chrome. It's pretty old. Very, very good looking car. Very simple, very clean. I will be adding some carbon fiber accents here and there. Carbon fiber air ducts here. Mirror caps I might be getting soon. I saw a guy selling them, really good deal. Carbon fiber here. I do want to get carbon fiber fenders, not a carbon fiber hood, because it just looks good with the carbon fiber fenders and then stock hood. I like it like that. It's very nice. So these are stock coil packs. I will be getting aftermarket from Z1, testing them out, giving them a review on them. I haven't seen a single review on the Z1 coil packs yet. I've seen a video from them, but never a dyno sheet, never an actual before and after on the dyno. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's the only thing on the car that is not going to be OEM. I'm have OEM spark plugs, not getting a step colder. It's going to be, I think their step is 6 on the scale, getting the OEM spark plugs. And I think they're the NGK, or is it the other brand? I think the ones I have right now are NGK. I think I'm just going to order mine from Z1. They sell the OEM spark plugs. So yeah, stock throttle bodies. Again, not going to spend $900 on bigger throttle bodies to gain 5 horsepower. Not worth it. Doesn't do that much. That's the car. Look at the wheels. The wheels are one of my favorite things I've ever done to this car. I haven't seen yet a single 370 with these wheels. Everyone says it. They are replicas of the Weld. I think they're Welds, replicas of Welds, but Forge Star is a reputable brand. I guess they just got an idea to make a look-alike, but it does look good. The Welds do look a little better. Eventually I want to put Welds in the rear and leave the front Forge Star. I'll sell these and buy Welds for the rears, because I do want to eliminate the spacer, and I think Welds have that better offset than these. These are Mustang wheels, so got them for an awesome price from a company. I forgot what the company was, but yeah, this is my brother's Bronco. It's painted in Destroyer Gray from Dodge. So we got their color code, and our friend painted it. He's a very good painter. I think he works out of Kendall. Yeah, 6-inch lift, 35s, KO2 tires. It's a rough country lift. Very, very nice. Very nice Bronco. But yeah, that's gonna be the first episode of Show Us What You Got. Next one's probably gonna be my friend, well, ex co-owner of Slamming Gears, Chris. I do want to do a video on his Evo. It's gonna be badass, pushing over 500 wheel once he's done putting the big turbo on it. So yeah, if you guys like the video, drop a thumbs up, hit that bell notification so you guys know when I post another one, and just comment on the video, man. Tell me what you guys want to see. If you want to guys see more racing at Homestead, any racing, any parts review of what I think should go on 370s and what are musts on 370s. And yeah, to be honest, one of the best things you could do is gut these cars. That is the best thing you could do. Gut the rear. You don't need it. You're gonna hear a little more noise, but you don't need all that stuff back there. Excess weight, you don't need it. Makes you a lot faster. Every 100 horsepower you lose is equivalent to, I say, 7 to 10 horsepower. That's what my tuner said. Well, it's 6 to 10 horsepower. Every 100 pounds you lose off the car. So wheels are very light, gutted, big boy tires, a lot of meat on them. Get that good launch. I do want to get another diff on the car though. Has an open diff right now. It's the only thing I don't like about the car. The open diff bunny hops a little bit. Limited slip. Not going to do that. But yeah, it's going to be the first Show Us What You Got episode on the 370Z. Nice front shot right here. And then I'm going to do a little cinematic for you guys so you guys can see how the car looks.